Lesson 7-1, page 348. It says, find the rational zeros of each polynomial function. Then write each function in factored form. Okay, well, we're sitting here looking at this. How in the world are we going to find that? There's actually a shortcut. You got this 8 here. Okay, so what are the factors of 8? Actually, negative 8. That's going to be plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 4, and plus or minus 8. So we want to find the terms that will factor this. So we got, let's see here. Well, let's just start out easy. We'll start out with 1. So we got 1. Let's see, what do we got? 1, -1, -10, and -8. So we're going to try 1. And this is that synthetic division we used a while back. We bring the 1 down. 1 times 1 is 1. -1 plus 1 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. And then that makes that -10. That makes that -10, and that's -18. Since this is not a 0, positive 1 is not a factor. Okay. Let's see. Let's pick another one. 2. Let's try 2. Bring the 1 down. 2 times 1 is 2, and that's going to make that a 1. That's going to make that a 2. That's going to make that a -8. And that's going to be -16. So 2 is not. Positive 2 is not. Not doing too well here. What if, let's try something different. Let's try, let's try -4. -4. So we bring a 1 down. That gives us -4. -1 plus -4 is -5. That gives us positive 20. And that gives us -10. And that gives us positive 40, which gives us 32 in the box here. So it is not -4. It is not -4. Well, what if let's just try positive 4 then. 1, and that's 4. That gives you 3. 4 times 3 is 12. That gives you positive 2. That gives you positive 8. Now you have 0. So 4 is a factor. Positive 4. So how are we going to write this? If x equals 4, then x minus 4. All right. Now we need to find another. So we have a positive 2 here. What if we try -2? Let's try -2. That's 1. -2 times 1 is -2. That gives us positive 1. -2 times 1 is -2. That gives us 0. So our next factor is x equals -2. So x plus 2 is a factor. Well, the only way to get rid of that is -1. And we got bring a 1 down. That's -1. That's 0. So x equals -1. So x plus 1. So the factors of, let's see, x cubed minus x squared minus 10x minus 8 equals x minus 4 times x plus 2 times x plus 1. Now, I want to show you something. Let's go to our calculator, and we're going to graph this. And you can graph it in anyway. Let's see here. What do we got? We got x cubed minus x squared. X cubed minus x squared minus 10x, and that was plus 8, minus 8, minus 8. All right, let's look and see where it crosses the x-axis at. Me and you, 6, 1, and that crosses at -2, right? We have that right there. Where else does it cross? Me and you, 6, 1. It crosses here at -1. We got that right there. And let's see here. Me and you, 6, 1. And that is x equals 4. And that's right there. Okay. So if you don't have a calculator, you can do it this way here. It works just fine. Think about it. You started out, when you first looked at this, you're like, man, how many different ways? Well, if you use this theorem here, there's 2, 4, 6, 8. It went from being positive infinity to being just 8 using this thing here. So that worked out real well. What about number 2 here? Let's try number 2. What are the factors of 60? Plus or minus 1. 2 goes in it, plus or minus 2. 3 goes into it, plus or minus 3. 4 goes into 60, yep, plus or minus 4. 5 goes into 60, plus or minus 5. Plus or minus 5. 6 goes in it, plus or minus 6. Why do I keep doing that? Plus or minus 6, plus or minus 10, plus or minus 12. 5 times 12 is 60. Plus or minus 15. 4 times 15 is 60. Plus or minus 20. 3 times 20 is 60. And plus or minus 30. And plus or minus 60. All of those are all the factors. Okay. So let's see. Let's go in here and we've got 1, 2. Let's spread that out a little bit. 2, -23, and -60. So we bring the 1 down. Oh, we got to pick something here. I'm gonna try 5. Just off. So that's 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 5 times 7 is 35, and that gives me 12. And 5 times 12 is 60. I got lucky my first try. So I've got x equals 5. So x minus 5 is 1. Now I need to pick another. So I've already used 5. Something that's going to give me 12. How about -4? And let's see, bring the 1 down, that's -4. Bring the 3 down, that's -12. And that gives me 0. So I got x equals -4. So x plus 4. And then for my last one, what if I was to try -3? Put -3 in the box. 1, that's -3, that's 0, which is what I was looking for. So I got x equals -3. So x plus 3. Now, this time, instead of doing an inspire, we'll try this one here, the 84. as soon as it gets up. See if we know how to graph 1 into 84. All right, so let's see, I'm gonna clear all that out. Y'all don't need that. And I'm gonna go y equals. And what do I got here? I've got x cubed plus x squared, 2x squared. Let's see here. Where's the x at? There it is. So I've got alpha x cubed and let's see here, plus 2x squared I don't know where everything is on this, and is minus 23x minus 60, and there we go. And since I've got it as highlighted, we'll press graph, and there it goes. So we just count 1, 2, -3, -4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -4, -3, and 5. Same as before. All right, good deal. Let's try 3. Now 3 is a little bit different. How's 3 kind of different? Well, you have a 6 at the end and you have a 2 at the front. So we got plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, and plus or minus 6. And that's all going to be over plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2. 1 over 1 is 1. That's plus or minus 1. 2 over 1 is 2, plus or minus 2. 3 over 1 is 3, plus or minus 3, and then plus or minus 6. Now you also got 1 over 2. That's going to be plus or minus 1/2. 2 over 2 is 1, I already got. 3 over 2, plus or minus 3/2. And then 6 over 1, I already got. 6 over 2 is 3, and I already got that. So now, here's your factors. So what do we got? We got something in the box, and then we got 2, -1, -13, and -6. So, I don't think 1's going to do it. So let's try 3. All right, we bring the 2 down. 3 times 2 is 6. That's going to give me 5. 3 times 5 is 15. And that's going to give me 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Excellent. I got lucky the first try. So I got x equals 3. I think this thing just burns up a lot of RAM. So I got x minus 3 is 1. And then, okay, let's see here. 3, well, we'll try 2. Bring 2 down. 2 times 2 is, let's try -2. That's going to give me -4. That's going to give me 1. That's going to give me -2. And that's going to give me 0. So I got x equals -2. So that's going to be x plus 2. And then I guess we're going to have to do like -1/2. All right. So that brings the 2 down. That makes that -1. That makes that 0. Okay. So this is going to be x equals -1/2. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. So I got 2x equals -1. So that's going to be 2x plus 1. Okay. This here was my hint. All right. So the factors are going to be I have x 2x cubed minus x squared minus 13x minus 6 equals x minus 3 times x plus 2 times 2x plus 1. All right, that's it. Those are the facts. This is just like 8 equals 4 times 2. It's the exact same thing, it's just got some letters. All right, this is the product, these are the factors. Product, factors. All right, so let's try number 4. Number 4, we have 15 over here, so that's going to be, and we have 1 there, so we got plus or minus 1, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 5, plus or minus 15. 1, negative 9, 23, and negative 15. Let's try 3. Let's try 3. 1, that's 3, that's negative 6, that's negative 18, that's positive 5, that's 15, that's 0. So 3 worked. Let's try 5. 1, that's 5, that's negative 1, that's negative 5, that's 0. All right, and then let's try 1. 1, that's 0. Excellent. So we got x equals 3, so x minus 3. We got x equals 5, so that's x minus 5. And x equals 1, so that's x minus 1. So we have x minus 1 times x minus 5 times x minus 3. Good job, folks. Let's try some more. 5. You know what? Y'all do 5. Y'all do 5 and put it on the thing. And then, got my pen upside down. 5 is y'all, so let's do number 6 here. Number 6. We have negative 2 on the top, and we have positive 6 on the bottom. So that's going to be plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2. That's going to be plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, and plus or minus 6. So 1 over 1 is 1, so that's plus or minus 1. 1 over 2 is 1/2, plus or minus 1/2. 1 over 3 is plus or minus 1/3, plus or minus 1/6. 2 over 1 is 2. I don't have that yet, so plus or minus 2. 2 over 2 is 1. I got 2 over 3 is 2/3. And 2 over 6 would be 1/3. I got that. So these are your factors. We have 6, negative 7, negative 9, and negative 2. What would be a good one to try? Yeah, let's try 2. Bring the 6 down. 6 times 2 is 12. That's going to give me 5. 2 times 5 is 10. That's going to give me 1. And then 2 is 0. Okay. So I got rid of that. X equals 2, so x minus 2. Now this is going to be kind of a hard one. I think it's going to have to be a fraction. And let's try 1/3. Bring the 6 down, that would be, let's try negative 1/3. Negative 1/3 times 6 would be negative 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. That would give me negative 1 and 0. Good deal. So x equals negative 1/3. That's going to be 3x plus 1. Now, let's see. Oh, well, the only thing it could be, I think, off the top of my head would be -1/2. So that's going to be 6. That's going to be -3. That's 0. So that's going to give me x equals -1/2. So it's going to be 2x plus 1. So we're going to have 2x plus 1 times 3x plus 1 times x minus 2. Not too bad. Number 7. Number 7 looks complicated. That would be a good one for y'all. Number 7. Number 8 would be a good one for y'all. Not too complicated. So 7 and 8 are y'all's. And nine. Now it's a party. We're going to the 4th dimension. Yeah. All right. Again, we got 12. So we got plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 6. Ooh, 4. I forgot about 4. Plus or minus 6, and plus or minus 12. Let's see here. We got our box, and then we got 1, 5, -1. Let's see, 4, 3, 2, 1, -17, and positive 12. What should we put in the box? I'm thinking -4. Let's just try -4. Bring the 1 down. That's going to get -4. What does that give us? That gives us -1. That's going to give us positive 4. That's going to give us 3. That's going to give us -12. And that's going to be -29. Ooh, it is not -4. All right. It is not -4. Well, let's try positive 4. 1, that's 4, that's 9, that's 4 times 9 is 32. 32, that's going to give us 31. That's not going to work. So it's not 4 at all. It is not 4 at all. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's try -3. 1, that's -3, that's 2, that's -6, that's -7, that's positive 21. That gives us 4, and that's -12. That gives us 0. So -3 was the first one. -3, yay. X equals -3. Now that's a little bit more manageable. 4 is a little bit more complicated. Well, we know it's not 4. Let's try 6. Bring the 1 down, and that's 6, and 6, and that's 8. Ooh, 48. That's going to get big quick. So it's not 6. It is not 6. Positive 6. Well, let's go with 2. Bring the 1 down, 2, and that's going to give us 4. 2 times 4 is 8, and that's going to give us 1. 2 times, that's 2. It's not positive 2. Well, let's make that negative. So that's -2, then that's 0, and then that's -2. That's 0. That's -7. And that's positive 14, which is it's not the 2's at all. It's okay to struggle a little bit. It's okay to struggle a little bit, and it's not really struggling. You're just trying. So we've gotten the negative 3 out. Well, let's try the positive 3. That's 1, that's 3, that's 5, that's 15, that's 8. It's not 3, it's not positive 3. And what? Let's try negative 3. That would be negative 3, and 2 would be, well, that would be negative 1. That would be positive 3. That would be negative 4. And that would be negative, that would be 12. It's not, so yeah, we're out of those. We're out of the 3s. See, we're narrowing them down here. What if we were to try 1? We hadn't tried 1. That's 1. 1 times 1 is 1. That's 3. 1 times 3 is 3. That gives me negative 4. That gives me negative 4 there. That's 0. So it was 1. All right, let's try another. So we got x equals 1. So that's x plus 3. That's x minus 1. What should we put here? Well, what if we was to put 1 again? 1 is 1. That's 4. 1 times 1 is 4. That's 0. So we got x equals 1. So x minus 1. Now how are we going to get rid of that? How are we going to get rid of that? That would have to be negative 4. I thought we tried that earlier. 1, that's negative 4. That's 0. I thought we tried that at the beginning. Did we not? We tried that at the beginning. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I just quit too soon. 1, that would be negative 4. That's positive 1. That's negative 4. That's negative 5. That's positive 20. That gives you 3. Yeah, that should have worked the first time. I must have made an error the first time. All right, so we've got x equals negative 4, so we got x plus 4. Okay, so even if you do make a mistake, you know, it comes back out. We got x plus 3. We got x minus 1 twice, x minus 1 squared. And then we got x plus 4. All right, and that equals this right here. Excellent job. Try number 10. Number 10. Now, what do we? Plus 0. Okay. Now, we're going to need the factors of 6. We got plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, and plus or minus 6. 1, negative 6, 11, and negative 6, and, well, and 0. Let's put that 0 in there. We're going to bring the 1 down. What do we want to try first? Let's try 2. That's 2. That's negative 4. That's negative 8. That gives you positive 3. 2 times 3 is 6. That's 0. 2 times 0 is 0. So that would be 0. And 0 is 0. So there you go. So we got x equals 2. X equals 2. So we're going to say x minus 2 over here. And now let's see here. We got to find 3. Bring the 1 down. That's going to be 3. That gives you negative 1. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. That gives you 0 again. So we've got x equals negative 3. So it's going to be x plus 3. Let's see. I'm thinking 1. Bring the 1 down. 1 times 1 is 1. And that's 0. So we got x equals 1. So x minus 1. Now, the problem with that is we've got 3 here and there's a 4 there, right? Okay, and the only way to get that is just to multiply. So it's x times x minus 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 1. Okay, and there's your answer. All right, because you got X to the fourth, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 X's. Let's go back. X to the fourth, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back again. 7, 8, y'all were supposed to do 6. You got 3. You got 1, 2, 3 X's. Okay, see how that works? All right, folks, good job. We'll see you later. You stay safe.